Fastball. And of course, everything works off that fastball. Curveball he can throw for a strike, changeup that he wants to swing and a miss.
Here he comes, off and going game 5 with a fastball that's hit in the air to deep left field. Call to the track. It's on the first pitch of game 5. Davis Schneider into George Springer's shoes and doing a great impression. How about that? Ready for a first pitch fastball and an ambush to start game 5 with a bang.
That jacket has been super important to the Blue Jays, and ironically that's the first solo home run in the World Series by the Blue Jays. A plan and react, and he went up there with a plan to swing and he got rewarded. That's a shock to the system.
And so you get punched on the very first pitch, and now Vlad Jr. hooks a ball down the left field line. They've got back-to-back to start game 5. Three pitches in, 2-0 Toronto. Wow.
You wonder when two heavyweights are going at each other, who is going to deliver the first blow? Well, they were ready to hit the fastball. You felt like Snell was going to establish his fastball tonight because he didn't do that in Toronto. And the first two hitters, I don't know if that's ever happened in his career where the first two hitters are really tough now to just keep pitching and making pitches and adjust. Just like that.
That's the change up to get the first out of the ball game. Day 5 of spring training and not think that they're crazy. Kirk goes up the middle with a base hit, and he's now 6 for 8 against Blake Snell in his career. When we talk about the Dodgers starters,
them to Milwaukee, but they have a lot more power than Milwaukee.
Here's a bouncing ball to second for Tommy Edman. They go to Mookie Betts for 1. Over to first, a double play.
Yep. Ty goes to the runner.
Even if I don't always feel steady, like things are stable, said it's my job to keep that front so guys can feed off of me. And they said every Snell's 1-0 pitch. There goes Varsho. Throw from Smith is in time, and that's the inning. Will Smith, one of the best in baseball at doing just that.
And pinpointed.
22-year-old from Boyertown, Pennsylvania, home to Shohei Ohtani with a fastball low. He went just 4 innings in game 1.
Yankees.
Ohtani bounces it back to him, pops out of his glove, and calmly shovels it over there.
And this being his first,
it's going to still be unique.
Yeah, it'll be a different look for sure.
There's a fly ball to left field that he hooks off the end of the bat a touch, and Davis Schneider will put it away.
On one of these pitchers.
Yesavage home with an 0-2, and he strikes him out, finishing off a 1-2-3 first inning, and a first inning for the Blue Jays that could not have gone better. By their names, and where guys like Ernie Clement can make theirs. Up the middle he goes, and a bounce to Mookie Betts for the first out of the second. Clement at you.
They do, and that's what makes it so special.
Barger right side and through. Addison Barger. 5 hits over the first 2+ games here in LA. 2-2 is popped up down the line. Teoscar Hernandez, see if he's got room. He does. 2 out. You know, it's interesting. Game 5, normally looking for a bounce back inning. His 0-2 is cut on and missed. 97 to the top rail. 8th pitch to his boy is swung on and missed. He finished it with a splitter.
Feel are not connected. Much better feel tonight, it looks like.
And he's used it to get 3 consecutive strikeouts. Retire in the first 5 in game 5. He says it looks like a giant storage unit. Swing and a miss from Tommy Edman, and he strikes out the side in the second. They might just let him stay in the hotel as long as he wants. This time Snell strikes him out. Whoever it was, he's going to have to retire.
Highest release point of left-handed starters. So he himself is up there in about the 6th 1.5 range.
After the walk to Guerrero, here's Bichette, bounces one to short. Bichette not running well. They'll only get the out at second as the throw from Betts was nowhere close. He strikes out Kirk. And after the 2 home runs to start the game, he's got
to be consistent. He's been really good so far.
He strikes out Muncy with a slider to the knees, and it's 5 in a row.
You don't know what's coming.
Here's a high drive. Forget about it. Kike Hernandez finds the seats. First of the World Series for Kike Hernandez, and the Dodgers are on the board.
He's been working on keeping that front shoulder in, and boy did he. Fastball location, obviously a pitcher knows right now he's just looking for a new ball. He doesn't have to turn around and see how far it goes. You know when you release it, there's no timeouts. You got to deal with it.
No timeout. Call, digs it out, flies it to center field for Varsho. It carries, but Varsho runs it down 2 away. A 2-2 to Ohtani. Yes, swung out and missed. Swings himself out of his helmet on a disappearing splitter that ends the 3rd.
Everyone in America, you can stop texting Joe Davis about Davis Schneider's stance. I asked him what was going on, who was he imitating?
This ball's down the line, Kenny, and Dalton Varsho's got extra bases. He's headed for 3rd. He's going to turn the corner and hang on. Snell to the plate. Clement lines the ball to center field. Kike Hernandez makes the catch. Here comes Varsho. Hernandez's throw flat-footed, has no chance, and the Blue Jays take advantage of the defensive misplay to make it 3-1. One of these teams will be 1 win from winning it all. A payoff to Barger is taken downstairs. Ball 4. The guys you should. Kind of a left, it tries to lay off, but couldn't. 2 out. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Jimenez. Snell delivers. Tries to lay off. Couldn't. Back-to-back strikeouts to the bottom 2 in the order. Pitch 8 misses. And there it is again.
He's comfortable in the release point right now.
That is 8 strikeouts for Yesavage.
Good enough that he got a swing and a miss.
And then he hits Freeman on a 2-strike pitch. Roll up the middle. Jimenez gets there, has no play. Infield hit to Oscar Hernandez.
A little bit longer. He did a nice job there.
Pop fly back of the diamond. And Yesavage, first time there's a little pressure against him, does not break. They strand 2. 2 men were right. Davis Schneider and the home plate umpire, Alan Porter. They're down to first. Jordan Baker with that call as well. Winds up taking the walk. Stay. 0-2 from Snell. Bounces it back to him. Snell go to second row. Edmund to first. Double play. And then he said competitiveness. If there's a chance to win, he's going to find a way. Hooks his ball in the air to left field. Routine for Alex Call. Halfway home in game 5. Series tied at 2. Left it up. Grounded right side. Counter for Laffer to a cover in Yesavage for out number 1.
And last year they scored at a high clip in the postseason.
Swing and a miss for strike 3. Got him with a splitter and has 9 in game 5 of the World Series. 3-2. Call chases what would have been ball 4. And Yesavage has 10 strikeouts. Payoff. Grounder to 3rd. Stabbed by Muncy. Across the diamond. Freeman steps over the line, makes the play. Fly ball right field to Oscar Hernandez. 2 gone in the 6th. Ground out and a sac fly for Clement. Punches this one to first. Freddie Freeman, heck of a play. 1-2-3, sixth inning for Blake Snell. To do that this year. 1-2. A shot to right field. That is a diving catch from Barger.
And when you're struggling, you do things you normally don't.
A swing and a miss and an 11 strikeout for Yesavage. That Blue Jays bullpen. His 2-2. Bouncing ball left side. Ernie Clement's got an easy one. 1-2-3, sixth inning for Yesavage. Absolute dominance at Dodgers. 2-2 to Barger. Punches one left side. It's going to find its way into left field. Muncy was over towards the hole, and Barger snuck it by him for a leadoff single. 0 for 14. That one gets away, and Barger will get second anyways. The payoff pitch. Bouncing ball left side. Betts is there. Running throw in time. Runner stays at second. Popped out of his hand, and his fourth walk of the game will set it up for the top of the order and likely end his night. Now the 1-2 is in the dirt. Smith can't get it, and up to third goes Barger. 3-2 to Davis Schneider. Got him with a change. Payoff pitch to Vlad Jr. Overthrows it to the backstop, and here comes Barger. 4-1 Toronto. A single and 3 wild pitches to allow Barger to go first to home. Jimenez at second, Guerrero at first. Here it comes. Shot to right field, a base hit. Here comes Jimenez. Hernandez's throw heads for third. It is not in time, and it's 5-1. And the Blue Jays have another multi-run inning. Enriquez looking for his first out. Not going to find it here. And not going to get a chance to find it again. Ground ball to second. Tommy Edman will shuffle it off to second to end the inning. But the Jays get 2. Second. 1-2 to Freeman. There's a dozen for Yesavage.
Well, what this shows me is
highest scoring team in the National League for the second time in 5 days.
This is going to be an infield hit for Teoscar Hernandez.
And Joe, he has obtained.
Chopper to third, Clement to second, over to first, double play! A World Series masterpiece from 22-year-old Yesavage. Bonded to Ernie Clement with an 0-2 and a line drive base hit to center field.
I want you to see what the Toronto Blue Jays have done against left-handed pitching. And you've seen a better version of him.
Boy, this is ugly.
Bassett got healthier. He's been unscored upon. And Gausman.
Chopper to second. That'll advance Clement to third. Barger the first out.
It's way better, and that splitter was incredible.
Kind of for left for past the drawn-in infield to make it 6-1. Single, wild pitch, productive out, and then kind of for left his first hit of the World Series.
And get hot at the absolute right time now.
Shallow left field. Here comes Alex Call. Jimenez out number 2. Right, the Dodger pen letting the inherited runners score, and another one right here. Kind of Falefa has stolen second.
Well, to your point, I mean, the Blue Jays.
Right side of the infield, Freddie Freeman. Inning over, but the Jays get another. Offense was 27th in the majors. Ground ball right side. Vlad Jr.'s got it. High flip over to Dominguez for the first out. His own grandkids said, hey, you know the last guy Clayton Kershaw faced was your grandpa. 2 gone in the 8th. 3-2 from Dominguez. Inside and a walk from Call. They finally get Ohtani to the plate with a man aboard. Wow. Another scorcher off the bat of Ohtani, but it was on a splitter, and it's down to first for Vlad Jr., and it sends Game 5 to the 26,000 there for the watch party. Trying it on a comebacker to get Guerrero. Ready to call the drop in the bet. Heads back there. Series. George says he's ready and can be in there. He's going to be in there. Bounce it a second. Edmund to get the shot. On the ground at first, Freddie Freeman will take it himself. Blake Trinan with his first scoreless relief into this World Series. 6-1, last chance. Smith starts the ninth with a base hit to left. The last guy to win a 12 strikeout game in the World Series, Bob Gibson in 1968. Hit from Smith. Here's a 2-2 to Betts. Fly ball left center field, but not deep. Miles Straw to put Betts to 0 for 4.
Days off.
2 gone in the 9th inning of Game 5. And the Blue Jays are headed home, 1 win from a championship. And it was a child who led them tonight. 22-year-old Yesavage. 12 strikeouts. Only the 12th time in World Series history somebody's done that. And he's right there with Bob Gibson. 12+ strikeouts and a win in a World Series game. The Jays are 1 win away from their first title in 32 years.
Pretty amazing. I know this crowd's kind of stunned here, and those who have tuned in to watch the Toronto Blue Jays, you've learned a lot about their team, their moxie, and the way they play baseball.
What a response. After they lose Game 3, they lose their leadoff hitter. They handled the Dodgers back-to-back nights after that.
Yeah, I thought the loss that the team couldn't afford after 18 was going to be the Toronto Blue Jays. I thought the Dodgers could sustain it better based on their pitching. Well, we've come to find out that's the